Hi, hello, welcome to the Galactic Consularship report brought to you by Vertex of Abundance. My name is Serene Priestess Abossi. I'll be your oracle today. I was sent to deliberate the findings for the 111 portal. It's today. This should have came out a while ago. Okay, I'm hearing that. It's sticky, it's icky. Ooh, let me grab some tea. You know that no doubt? Yeah. All I can do is wait for you. You know you got my number. That we want to be coming. It's actually one of my favorite bands, No Doubt, and Gwen Stefani. They're both up there, high up there. Joni Mitchell, Morrissey, The Smiths. I have a tendency that if I like the artist when they went solo, I usually like the band as well. Like Lauryn Hill and the Fugees, those are all of my top five. Also Pink Mahoney's up there. Yeah, all I could do is wait for you. Okay, so I we'll have to do another reading on that. Today we're going to talk about this galactic activation portal. Okay, Nine of Swords, no me disparte. Okay, so in a few weeks, few weeks, because we're right here at the full moon, so that means 2 weeks after, there's a setting, and then a week after that, there's some kind of permeation, penetration, perpetuation. Let me get the bearings here. And then a week ago, something was said or an intention was made. I think it was unintentional here. Nine of Swords, Seven of Cups, Bagetto, the magician here, it's called the Magus. If anything that I said resonates deeply with you, go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, leave a review, book a session, send a donation. Okay, so we do have some kind of manifestation going on, and what I'm getting is that there's a portal for those who are unhealed, unawakened, lost in the seas of time, trapped in the matrix, who have yet to return to the resplendent grace of the divine with their steps ordered, their path illuminated, and it's right there in front of them. Or, I repeat, or they are somewhat choosing a lack of greatness. I could change those words when I'm saying it that way. So they might be choosing to take an L. They might be choosing to walk on a lower path. They may be choosing the easier wrong versus the harder right. It's not always intentional. Sometimes it's just nonchalant, accidental. Again, unhealed, unawakened, they need a lot of grace. Their situation is shifting, is turning. Also, we may be leaving something behind because there's a swamp here and the hurt locker and the swamp, I'm hearing. It's just one of them days, just one of them days that a girl goes through when I'm angry inside. Yeah, so they're holding something. They're holding on to something. Don't want to take it out on you. Don't take it personal, baby. Yeah, so they might be suffering in silence too, a little bit. I just want to be all alone. And they may be projecting onto us, because you think I did you wrong. So don't take it personal, baby. There may also be some kind of attachment on them. If it's a boy, especially, ragazzo, yeah, if it's a boy, definitely, because they're not yielding to divine grace. They're acting by sight, not by faith. They're trying to tell God what to do, Sky Daddy. There's like a karma is a short order cook, but not the Lord. The Lord will give you exactly what is, engineered to your aura. Like some people go to the pharmacy and they get certain medicines like compounded according to their own DNA or hormones or whatever. It's Sedenari in reverse. It also can mean jealousy, envy, avarice as well, but it's more like there's a lack of understanding here. They're not in the flow. They're kind of blocking their own support. They're being given what they want, but they're not. You know that whole story about like a guy is in the river and he's about to die because there's a flood and the river's rising and he's praying to God, hoping, wishing, praying to God, conjuring up some wounding from the past, fighting God, basically saying like, come save me, Lord, save me, save me, save me, save me, save me, Lord. So they're putting the energy, the frequency, the vibration out there into the universe, and it's coming back. It's returning, but it doesn't come in the way, shape, or form that you perceive it. Sometimes when God blesses you, it comes in a form that you're not going to notice, you're not going to gain, you're not going to grasp if you're not humble, if you're not tempered, if you're not faithful. And faith is like in the absence of evidence, therein lies faith, but there's also proof, like you can trust in the self. So the story goes on to be like, well, God sends a cell, like a boat, like a river boat, or like, a rowboat. And they're like, the guy's like, no, I'm waiting for the Lord to save me. And then along comes a hovercraft, which is like one of those, it's a hovercraft. And the the guy's like, oh no, I'm waiting for the Lord to come save me. And then a helicopter comes and lowers down the little rope or the little ladder. And he's like, I'm waiting for God to come save me. So the guy dies and he's in heaven and he's standing before the throne of mercy, basically to be judged. And the guy's like, Lord, I called out to you. Why didn't you come save me? And the Lord is like, you dumb fool. I sent a hoverboat, I sent a rowboat, and I sent a helicopter, and you denied me 3 times. So that's the Six of Pentacles in reverse. It can also sometimes talk about not being worthy of some type of gift, grant, support, favor. Not with the Wheel of Fortune here. It means that there's a blessing upon us. The time has come, and some people are choosing not to be ready. And there's also that stay ready, say, and guts to get ready. I'm loving this channel, but it's intense. It's content rich here. Yeah, because so this is definitely an energy of stay ready, say, and guts to get ready. Because there's a partnership. Luck is opportunity meeting preparation. We have 3 knights here, 3 kings. So that's not just partnership, alliances. It's some type of meeting of the minds, meeting of the souls, meeting of the spirit. It's a convergence, a confluence. Yeah, so there's some lack of healing, lack of awareness here. And I just think like there's going to be a parting of the sea soon, a sea change. Those who are unhealed, unawakened, they're going to be trapped in the old earth, and then the new earth is going to open up. When you have the magician and the Wheel of Fortune, it's basically like having Mercury and Jupiter together. It's an actual physical manifestation. But the Nine of Swords is where we've been kind of hanging out for a while, a little bit purgatric. That's a language, purgatory. It's a language of demons. Enochian being the language of angels. It's a little bit of like purgation, of having to cleanse, purify. And it is having to go through karmic causes, expedite karma, at least kind of have that life flashing before your eyes, even if you survive the mortal coil, even if you don't get taken home, even if you don't get recalled from service, meaning that you might not expire yet, but you do have like a life review. And it is some kind of terms and conditions, 3 of Swords. It really just, if you're not on the level, you're not on the level. If you are a part of the cabal, of the coven, of the clique, of the collective that are unhealed, unawakened, lovers, and the 7 of Cups here, you're not going to go on. You're not going to move to the next level, which is the new earth. You're going to be kind of quarantined into that low energy frequency vibration, but you'll be partitioned off in a realm called the old earth. You'll be trapped in the 3D. Luckily, with a body, because if you're trapped in the 3D without a body, that's called a disincarnate soul. You're a hungry ghost. Okay, but this is a difficult, tough kind of term or condition here. Honestly, like you must be this tall to ride this ride. If it's not a flow, it's not a go. If it's up, then it's stuck. It's one of those kinds of things. And we've been given opportunities to recognize, because the Lord was willing to make things a little bit difficult, a little bit pressing, a little bit prickly even. And for whatever reason, a lot of us just projected that on to other people, places, and things. We kind of vomited or spewed or projected. outward instead of looking inside and taking an active participatory role in our own life, having a great inventory, being self-reflective. We some of us, or some of them really, not us, had this unadulterated entitlement, a lack of self-awareness, and that's going to get them stuck. And it's no fault of their own. It's not like we have the Seven of Swords, we have the Seven of Cups. Instead of them being trespassers, they're just unhealed, unawakened. So that's the Page of Wands here. It means there's a drive, desire, passion, motivation to be bold, to be courageous. Somebody may be feeling entitled, especially if they're keeping their eyes on us, if they're looking outside of themselves for answers, if they're not looking within for answers, that's religion. If they're looking within for answers, that's spirituality. So there is a feeling here of strength, spiritual strength, but that's coming from us. Others are trying to stick the evil eye on us in some kind of way, shape, form, or another. If it's not one thing, then it's your brother. So we don't need to know the reason. We don't need to know the why of the why of the why of the why. Here's what's up. They're just unhealed, unawakened, lost in the seas of time, trapped in the matrix, in illusion, delusion, confusion, being gaslit, a mirage, projecting, something that's false, fake, phony. Objects in the rear view mirror, they appear closer than they are. It's a mirage. It's a fake out. It's not as it seems, and they lack the wherewithal, the protocol to navigate, negotiate, remaining present, and participating in the situation and the experience. They'll be taken asunder. They'll have an experience, and they'll be completely taken out of their energy, completely taken out of their vibration, and that means they'll succumb. Okay, what are we getting? So what I know so far is this, that there's going to be a sea change here pretty soon, because we're needing to stay strong as well with the Queen of Wands. That's already something that we're doing, and we're working on some type of strength and abundance because we're healed, or we found healing, and it might have just been on a spiritual level. Because we're highly blessed, favored, chosen, and anointed. Objects in the rearview mirror, they appear closer than they are, they are. Yeah, there's a wake up coming. There really is a strong rude awakening. With the Three of Swords already, then the Three of Wands is coming, because we were warned and then we were told, and then now it's here. Whatever happens, it shouldn't come as a surprise. I've been watching a lot of TV lately because I had some time off, and I stumbled into the revenge drama genre. I'd never, it's like telenovelas, but in English. And there's just a lot of reveals, hidden identity kind of stuff. And it's like it's taking me back to the journal, taking me back to the notes, taking me back to the mysteries. A lot of times I'm looking through the Sumerian and the Gnostic mysteries, because it's a story as old as time. It's that Mike Brown syndrome. You didn't like me when you thought I was low. You didn't like me when you thought I was nothing. But then when you realized I was everything, you're running back to me. Now you have no access to me. It's like, if you did not walk up the ladder with me, if you didn't go up the pyramid with me, if you didn't climb up the stairway to success with me, when I'm coming back down, you ain't with me either. It's like, if you left me while I was struggling, you don't get to come back to me while I'm succeeding. If you left the team, if you left the production during rehearsals, you don't get to come back and join after opening night. And you leave who with you came with. You leave with who you came with. So you don't get to switch teams mid operation. You got to do it before the war starts, before the battle starts. So you got to do it before the race starts. It's loyalty. If loyalty wasn't such a big deal, the devil would still be sitting next to God. And I'm not talking about enemies. That's a different cast. When I'm hearing that song, I got enemies, got a lot of enemies. I don't actually know the words. Something, 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 but they really are my friend and me. And I'm hearing that song, there's only two types of people out there. Oh, baby, I'm a put on a show type of girl. I'm like a leader. Okay, so we have a triple three here. Spotlight on me and I'm ready to change. So something is finally about to pop, or there's going to be some revelation. It might not be a physical manifestation, and this cycle includes one. I think there was collaborations, cooperations, co-creations on one end, and on the other end, there was some type of clique, cabal, coven. It was basically either the struggle to be included, the struggle to learn, the struggle to incorporate some type of new reality or new energy. And on the other side of the coin, there was the desire to prevent some level up. And ultimately, it was a mislabeled, misjudged, misperceived, a failure to recognize, a failure to respect, a failure to cherish, a failure to value. Because there's this energy here of us being redeemed because we came to a new perspective. Perception, perspective. We came to a new perspective, and it's as an affront, as an offense. We understood the truth, the clarity, the value, the tactic, and other people were lost in illusion, delusion, confusion, maybe projecting, maybe gaslighting. Some of them were just swamp people. They wanted to take the easier way, cut corners, shortcuts. Tell me about this double six. What is this? Clarocasti, what is this? Pair of six, yeah. So we had already learned, see how the Seven of Cups is to the back of the Hermit. We had already learned, we had already researched the lack of healing, the lack of, we were already, we're not living in sin anymore. And this other side is going to be a late adapter, but they will seize the opportunity once that it's clear. So the prize is too profound. We also have a double seven here. Okay, so there's some kind of terms and condition. There's a group here of those who are not gonna get as far as they had imagined. Whatever creation, whatever choice, whatever favor is on the way is actually restricted. I'm hearing the word delayed. Because there's a group of us, there's a part of the collective, a part of the consciousness on the surface of the earth, there's a part of the collective that is going to enter into that new reality, that is going to enter into that new earth, but they have to wait and either work out some karma or review some type of karma or something of that nature. Because they're moving too slow. So it's a late arrival, but they will master it. But again, there's things here for them to confront. Novedinari, the Nine of Pentacles can mean leaving something to its own devices, resting on your own energy. Because they have to confront. So they need to get to the depths of their soul, because whatever they create and perceive is going to be of their own soul. And so they need to go on a dark night of the soul. They need to confront what is existing in the depths of the subconscious. They need to look at the boogeyman as it goes bump in the night. We have a double 9 here. So there's some truth here. That is the truth, but it's the truth for them. On the grounds of, yes, there is some kind of graduation that they're needing. They have to graduate. They haven't done all the work to graduate. They can't walk with their class. They're in a different graduating class now. And again, they're going to do it. The Cavaliere de Bastioni, the Knight of Wands, means a returner. This is an energy that comes back in enthusiastically. After something's already gone wrong, after something's already gone down, they left at one time. They're moving around. There's going to be movement back. There will be a correction. I'm curious about this Wheel of Fortune with the 10 of Wands. Hellfire. So some of them are going to have the Wheel of Fortune is not upright. It's reversed, which means the wheel of karma, which means karmic retribution, expediation. They're having to close up karmic cycles, because everybody past that point is a pure, bright, blissful soul, and we might not be. I'm also being told that the earth is going to be quarantined in a way other than what we've thought. The quarantine is the dimensional rift. Some people are going to be stuck in an old reality, an old paradigm that they can't get out of. And here's the card of, shame, guilt, spiritual attachments. Yeah, and it's because the past, they did this to themselves, something that went down in the past. They need to let something off their chest. They need to sweat it out or confess it. I'll be right back. So the next 90 days or so, we're entering into a new galactic activation portal that seems like out with the old, in with the new, but it's a new vibrational reality, which a lot of us are already on the path. We just have to keep doing what we're doing. So I'm gonna clarify these 2 9s. Yeah, so we've completed some type of cycle here. And we've learned by going within for answers, we had to align to a vibrational reality and become the thing that would have qualified. Qualified for what? The new vibrational reality. We really needed to make sure that we were tall enough to ride that ride. Let's see what that ride's going to be, the truth now. So yet again, another 8 is coming out. Another 6, another double 6. Okay. Yeah, because we're needing to make some changes, and it's so that we can receive these blessings. We have a double 5, which means loss. It can talk about loser or limp energy or lame energy, but it can just be taking out, things getting debilitated, things dissolving, depleting. Queen of Pentacles with the 5 of Pentacles, that means needing to make changes, needing things to balance out, equally beneficial, nourishing, need to exchange. With the Page of Swords, it's a delayed message too. So we're going to be sitting here prospecting, trying to get to the bottom of something. And what it is a new vibrational reality, because we are trying to figure out how to do this winning. Not everybody's going to lose. And what they're losing is just the opportunity to do something right now. It's going to have to circle back around. You know how like when you're on the freeway and you're driving and you miss your exit, sometimes you can double back, or sometimes you have to go several exits down before you can turn back around. I'm a big camper, so there's parts of the city where when you get on that stretch of the freeway, there's not another exit for like a good 10, 15 miles. Like they are inside the city, back to back to back to back, every mile or so you can get off the freeway. Sometimes you got to stay on for a while until your moment comes back. That's literally what this is saying. that there's a message of some of us being delayed. Some of us are being delayed to getting these gifts, this grant, this favor, this blessing, this anointing, because there's things that need to be worked out. Eight of Pentacles. We need to lay the groundwork. Seven of Pentacles. In order to manifest that abundance. Wheel of Fortune, Magician. The things that need to be changed is for us to withdraw, get to higher ground, have a pilgrimage, see things from a different perspective, a higher ground. And that is what we're wanting and needing. Queen of Wands is the needs with the Six of Wands. So we're needing some kind of triumph of victory. We need to complete this. We need to win this battle. Luckily, we're not, the battle is not with some energy, entity, ideology. The battle is with our lower self versus higher self. So again, I want to see what these double sixes are talking about. Yeah, it's talking about being chosen, finding favor. We need to build it. There's some type of graduation here, and we need to build it. We need to qualify for the role amongst the chosen, the ranking energies. And it's a door to enter in through, and it's a worthy goal, aspiration. We will have to fight for that spot, but it'll come back around. It's not like it's not waiting for us. It's open to anybody that gets to that vibration. And that's just the discovery that we need to have. So it's been an honor and a pleasure to serve. Thank you for allowing me the privilege and the pleasure to do so. If anything that was said resonates with you, go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, leave a review, book a session, send a donation. This was a message about qualifying for that spot in the new world, the 5D. There's a groundwork. There's prerequisites that need to be deployed in order for that graduation to happen. And it's according to some kind of energetic frequency, some energetic frequency vibration. It then also has to deal with a shift in perspective. It will come, but for some of us, it's lagging behind in some kind of way, shape, form, or another. I don't really think it's those in the collective watching the channel, but there's an entire collective out there on the surface of the planet of beings that are at some kind of low vibration. There's something about being miserly, embittered, unhealed, unawakened, uncouth, maybe. There's an illusion, delusion, confusion. They're yet to see beyond the matrix. They're yet to, because there's things that need to be confronted within the self. So that means that the participatory role needs to be in their own life. They need to have what's called self-awareness. They need to conquer thyself, know thyself, so that the world around them will change. It's not that some revelation needs to happen. The revelation is to join the depths of their soul. That's really not happening a lot. They're not spending enough time alone. They're not spending enough time undistracted. They're not spending enough time not needing to buffer. Turn the TV off, sit in solitude, sit in quiet. Be okay being alone with yourself. When people can't be alone, when people get bored easily, it means they don't have time to keep with themselves. So it's been an honor and pleasure. As I said, just a quick prayer for all those still lost out there to illusion, delusion, confusion, trapped in the seeds of time, yet to heal, yet to awaken, trapped somewhere in the matrix. May you be well, may you be happy, may you be at peace, may you receive everything you ever wanted, starting with what you deserve. Ho'oponopono, I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. I pray that you return back to the splendid grace of the divine with your steps ordered and your path illuminated, finding your soul redeemed in salvation. Take good care. If anything that was said resonates deeply with you, like, comment, share, subscribe. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.